Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Well, I chose automation for my community issue. I chose it because of its large impact on the economy. I think it's got a really big impact that people really underplay. I think that a lot of people don't address it, even though it's a huge factor in why people are losing all their jobs, not only with globalization, and also our attitude to jobless people, where because they don't have a job, we say, well, they have to try harder or they have to do better to find a job. But in the case of automation, those jobs are completely gone, and there's no real choice for them. And I feel like that's why I chose automation. It's got really big implications.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused
Mhm.
on a call to action. Can you share
Mhm.
with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Well, first off, I want to preface this with our topic was invasive species. We chose this as a group. Our call to action was we encourage you to go to your state's website to find out which species you should watch out for and how to make sure to not bring species from one environment to another. We chose this because invasive species is a really simple issue that can be solved if people just know more and know how to solve the problem. Because it's really easy to stop invasive species from coming from one lake to the next. For example, zebra mussels. All you have to do to stop the spread of zebra mussels is clean off your boat every time you come out of the water. That's all you have to do. And all you have to do is recognize that they're there, recognize how to clean your boat, and that's it. It's a very simple and easy thing to do. And so we chose an action where it's just inform yourself, because once you're informed, it's a lot easier for you to solve this issue.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
Well, I think they would say my biggest strength is leadership or initiative. Because when we first met, none of us discussed our opinion on what we should do. We were all just sitting there kind of awkwardly, figuring out what we should do. And our task was to organize who would do what for our persuasive speech, and like what we would each be covering, what we would each do. So I decided to take charge and start organizing our group by asking questions on their opinions and trying to organize us, but trying to be fair about it. Like we each want to do different things and such. Once I started the conversation, it became much easier because we all want to do well in this project. Everybody wants to do well, but a lot of people just aren't sure where to start. And this led to us just sitting there awkwardly for a little bit. But once I got the conversation going, everybody contributed, and it all went really well.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
I didn't really have any problems with the team. It was mostly the topic we were discussing. I wasn't really invested in the topic invasive species. I don't have any personal qualms with it or anything. I feel like it's a problem to a lot of people, and it's really easy to solve. And as long as we stay informed, it's no big deal. But I don't feel like I struggled a lot being motivated to give this speech and to work really hard to find more things out and be interested in things. I decided to not change the topic because the other two were very interested in it, and I didn't want to. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer of the group, where I let them down because I wanted to do something myself.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from Com 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
I would definitely say that my biggest takeaway was delivery techniques, especially learning about nonverbal communication and all its implications. I've had a bit of struggling with that, and it's been really enlightening to hear about these things and different techniques I can use. Especially the practice was nice, in a place where it doesn't really matter if you screw up once or twice, because you still get a decent grade and you can still work through these problems with your instructor. But in a real world setting, it's a lot harder to do these things.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.
Yes, thank you for all your time you've given me, and if you wanted to contact me, my phone number, or you have my phone number and my email. Thank you very much.